Welcome, all creepy crawlies and things that go bump into the night, to Velociricky's Horror Review. Today I'm going to do a little something different, and we are going to do a distinctive Dummies and NECA Horror Haul. This is just a shirt that I got. I can't remember where I got it, so I'm going to use it as a base. I'm going to try a different little setup here. Freddy vs. Jason is one of my favorite films of all time. It's iconic. If you haven't seen it, then you've been living under a rock. But first, I want to show this figure. It's nothing amazing or anything, but this figure led me to actually watch that movie, City of the Living Dead. This is Father Thomas from the film. The box art is pretty neat. There's 100 of these. I have 94. I like that artwork there. I like in the film when he does that look and he makes that girl puke her guts out. That's such a gory scene. You need to watch this. The paint on this piece was by Martin. Head sculpts by Steve. The box, all the artwork on the box is by Craig. Inside illustrations is by, however you say that, Pyro Malice. Layout and design is by Merritt. Internal gratitude to the master, Lucio Falusi. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Don't slaughter me in the comments. But this piece here is just fantastic. It really does have a good likeness, and I would recommend picking it up. The next piece that I have for you all is Scary Movie 2, Hanson. Now this film is a childhood favorite of mine. I laughed my butt off when we would watch this when I was a kid. And I think the likeness is pretty good. I mean, he could have a little bit more of a receding hairline, but you know who that is by looking at it. He comes with a turkey and a bowl of mashed potatoes and a cleaver. My cleaver came broke, and Martin's supposed to be sending me a new one. He even has, "Take my strong hand." And then he, if you've ever seen this film, you know it's a whole vibe. It's the side of the box. There's that infamous turkey. Oh, and it's brought to you by Hiawatha. If you've seen the film, you know what that means. It's funny. It's limited to 60. It's a nice little neat piece. Very nice. I would recommend picking this one up for sure, if you have the funds or are able to find one. Next, I have something that I have wanted for a long time, but I never got around to getting them. This is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, Freddy Krueger by NECA. I actually really like this, and the reason I got this one is for the Freddy baby. It's the first one I ever got. The detail is actually really good for NECA, and the quality is there. The likeness is there. I want more of these little clamshells. They're super top notch, and I know a lot of you might be like, "Ugh, the Dream Child, why?" I actually really like this film. I mean, I'm a Freddy fan. I have the tattoo and the shirt, so that should tell you I'm a huge fan of Freddy Krueger. The first three are classics to like almost everybody. Part 4 is okay to me, but 5, 6, 7, they're all phenomenal. I like the little campy, goofy films when he's a little bit more funny, and some people find it ignorant, but to each their own, I suppose. But this piece here means a whole lot to me, because growing up as a kid, that little fucker, always loved him, always wanted one, and to see it in a figure, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I know they make a figure from all the films. And you can even see Robert Englund in the likeness here. So I'm glad that I got it. And Freddy continues his reign of terror, channeling through the mind of survivor Alice, unborn son. Ooh, so creepy. Yeah, like I said, they got Dream Warriors, Dream Child. They have a New Nightmare. They have them all. Dream Master. And Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead, I think that figure comes with the power glove, and I want that. This glove looks pretty good for what it is. But my boxes, I've had this thing for a while, and it's pretty much held up. There ain't no dents or nothing in it, so I'm gonna probably end up getting some more of them. It's definitely a figure that I love. Now this is a figure that I have probably hunted the longest for. This is Brain Dead, the Blood and Carnage edition. I absolutely love this set. This film is amazing. It's probably the best film of all time. Well, one of the best films of all time. It's super bloody. If you've never seen it, it's so funny. If you like Evil Dead, you'll like this. There's a priest in this movie, and he kicks ass for the Lord. It's just so amazing. And the little baby, he's chasing it around. And then there's the lawnmower from the scene where he's chopping up all the damn zombies. It's just such a good film. I would highly recommend seeing it. And if you have the money, get this set. Mine is the bloody edition, but I don't know. From some photos, I've seen that head being bloody, and then I've seen it not bloody. And I've seen him a little bit more bloody. Sluey, or however you say pronounce that name. Sluey? Slewin? Swidlin? I don't know. But there's Lionel. I mean, the likeness is really good. Especially on the baby there. It's really good. That's an amazing set, and I would highly recommend anybody get it if they like this film. There's a little baby head. But the only bad problem about this is it is limited to 50. And when I tell you this set is rare, I mean it is rare. I hunted for this forever. And my wonderful fiance ended up getting me this. So shout out to her. She always makes my wishes and dreams come true. Even though she probably shouldn't. She spoils me. I mean, what can I do? But yeah, that set is so amazing. I would highly recommend you getting this. It's one of the top 5 distinctive dummies for me. For sure. Instantly. Top 5. Now this next set is a rare distinctive dummy that took me a while to hunt down. This is Salem's Lot Barlow. This is the OG Barlow in the clamshell. I actually wanted this, so I'm glad that it finally come to me. The likeness is there. I mean, this is the first original release, so the paint app is not as good as it could be, but I mean, it's on par with NECA. Like, the eyeballs are pretty good. And in the back of the box, Vampires of the 70s. You got Barlow, the Night Stalker, Count Yorga, and Blackula. I have number 13, I think is what that says. 13 of 50. This set here is pretty rare. All of these are rare on the back. Actually, this set I've never seen. The Blackula comes up. And I mean, it's just, in my opinion, it's overpriced. You'll see it on eBay for like $400 and $500. And the film is not even that good, in my opinion. I've seen it. I would much rather watch Christopher Lee's performance, and you can get Christopher Lee's distinctive dummy a lot cheaper than you can Blackula's. So, take that how you will. I probably made a lot of distinctive dummy collectors mad, but the Blackula figure is really not that impressive. This figure here is way more impressive than the Blackula. I mean, to me, Salem's Lot, the Barlow, that has more of a significant meaning to me. And just to have the original release from Distinctive Dummies, and the artwork on this card is so sick. I love the artwork here. It's like he's laying in his coffin. And my buddy Michael Meeker used to own this. The same Barlow that I have in my hand here. This was his figure. If you go watch his reviews, I'm sure you'll see the 13 of 50 in his collection somewhere. So that's also going to have some meaning to me. That man was one of my best friends. He's what got me into collecting a lot of these Distinctive Dummies. Next, I have a Holy Grail. I mean, like the Holy Grail. I have the Acid Face Pennywise, and it is signed by Tim Curry. He signed it in like a white pen, so it's kind of hard to see. But not only does the signature make this badass, the likeness here is so good. Like, I can't even explain the card art, the likeness, the outfit. Everything is top notch, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. I have this in this, like, protective case because it come to me like that. There's the back artwork. I mean, just these clamshell figures, they was so sick. I wish Martin would go back to doing these instead of doing the cardboard boxes that he does now. I mean, the boxes are fine, but in my opinion, as a collector, I would much rather do the clamshell ones. Just the clamshell Distinctive Dummies, they speak to me. I've never liked the boxes, but it is what it is. This piece here is special to me, not only because it's signed by Tim Curry, the dude that played the 1990 Pennywise, but this was a Grail figure to Michael Meeker. This figure meant a lot to him, and since he's like my best friend, and I knew how much this figure meant to him, when I seen this finally come up for sale, I knew I had to have it. I just knew. I knew I had to have this piece because it meant so much to him, so I'm going to make sure it stays in a collection where to be cherished forever. This is a centerpiece to my Distinctive Dummy collection. I will never let this go. This meant a lot to Michael, and I'm going to make sure it means a lot to me. Every time I look at this, it's like, it's so retro, and the vibes and nostalgia. It really brings back memories, because me and Michael talked about this specific piece. I think this was one of the first Distinctive Dummies that I ever actively hunted down when I first got in. I used to have one of these, but it didn't have the signature. The signature just makes it even cooler. And I mean, honestly, I love seeing Distinctive Dummies signed because you don't see them that often. But, you know, this is a top-notch piece, and I'm so sad that Michael's gone. But he will live on with us. I know there's a lot of collectors out there that still watch his videos and miss him. He was a pretty badass dude, in my opinion. But that was my unboxing in Distinctive Dummies / NECA haul. Let me know what you think. I might have some more that's on the way. So, until next time, stay creepy, stay crawly.